Yeah, I know what type of time I'm on when I step in the scene, man. Had them bottles ready, had them sparkles ready. It's gonna be a good night. Last time around, it was different. Somebody tell them pay attention, nigga.
Welcome to a brand new episode of another Shit Opinion Podcast. Your boy John, my co-host Bree, and we are here. We're filming on a different day. We had some technical difficulties and whatnot earlier this week, but we're still going to give you and touch on the topics that we usually touch on. Usually when we film earlier in the week, we film later in the week, so we're going to save the other stuff that take place usually after we film for the next episode, but we're going to cover what we're going to cover. Still going to come out the same day, still going to be on Friday, but let's jump into it. One of the big moments of the week was that video that went viral of, when Styles P seen the girl getting basically arrested from the police, and he jumped right in there and basically defended her and let the cops know what they did was was wrong and whatnot, but he jumped in the girl's defense. So yes, he seen something that wasn't right, jumped right in it. And how did you feel when you seen the video?
I thought it was nice. I mean, I was trying to, because if you watch the video, you try to figure out like what she did.
Oh, yeah, what's going on? I know what you're saying.
Right. I hate those kind of videos that don't show you back, like the backstory of why she got arrested or whatever, or they don't like tell you why she got arrested. So it was a little confusing and like why they were acting like that with her.
And why you think, does it matter? Do you think it matters, the backstory?
No, it doesn't matter, but at least it justifies why they were not justified, but it makes sense of why they were acting like that with her and why she was acting like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I was just asking a question. That was something dumb to see, like someone actually seeing like something doesn't look right, but I know right now I'm just stepping and trying to solve these situations before.
No, I'm really happy he did that. I'm just saying I would have liked a little backstory of why he did it.
Sure, it'll come with it, but but yeah, it was something commendable. It was something to see.
Right, it was, especially from Styles P. Shout out to Styles P for doing that, because not a lot of people would do that. Like, I don't know if you know, but I take the trains, and like nowadays, people will not jump in for you at all, Johnny.
Most people just look away, or you got something music they playing, raise it up a little louder, or they're recording. Yeah, they'll just record.
Right. So it's good to see people like still being able to jump in for other people, because that's crazy to me that like you can see something you know is wrong, and instead of you jumping in, you just recording. Like, you get what I'm saying? If I see like 3 people recording, I'm jumping in at least, or something.
But yeah, at least it was but it was a positive thing to see. Like just let me know, like y'all bugging out, like chill out, like like harass somebody, y'all was doing too much.
Right.
Citizens' right. Citizens say that. They feel
it's a citizen right to ask questions on, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
what's going on here.
If you feel like something's a little off, even if it's like in most cases people will say mind your business or whatnot, but if something wrong is happening, you in the right place, like not the right. I mean, if you are witnessing something wrong, it's not wrong with you checking what you see is going wrong. It's not wrong with that.
Right.
But we live in a world where most people just want people to mind their business and keep pushing it.
Right. I can't stand that.
Sometimes you just gotta check what's wrong. It's not none of your business, but it's you're witnessing some foul shit. It's like, oh nah, let me say something. Hopefully I can refuse it.
Johnny, it does not kill you just to say like, yo, what y'all doing? It doesn't kill you. It doesn't.
mind your business. But that's what I'm saying. But that's usually how I really go. People just be talking, mind your business, or like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm gonna just keep pushing. That's just like most people attitude when it comes to stuff like that.
Right.
But
I just don't like it. But I mean, I think it was cool that he did it.
no, definitely. Commend him, shout out to him. He did a dope thing, Not many, I don't know if many people feel that way, or how many people feel, but I think he did a dope thing. Definitely.
Right.
Next three topics. I'm gonna let you be. I'm gonna let you carry these next three topics. But we're gonna start with the news that was announced that Khloe and Tristian are having another baby. What's your thoughts on that?
Having another what?
They have another
You
baby.
saying the surrogate? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, they have another baby. Still, I'm trying to say it's just she's not carrying it. It's doing surgery.
Right.
It's still, she's still the
You're breaking up. Can you hear me? What you said?
You said what? No, I'm saying she's having they're having another child through a surrogate. So another woman is carrying the child. Yeah, they're having another child.
So
Not sure what to think.
So here's my problem. It's just been a lot of back and forth. So or her people have come out and said that they are confirming that the baby will be here this year. The baby was conceived in September of November or October of last year, before the whole scandal came out that he got the other girl pregnant. But my only thing with Khloe is that she's already been through like so much with Tristian, in the sense that he's already cheated on her 6 times publicly that we know of.
She said 6 times. Goddamn. That's good.
Right. It was twice when she was pregnant. One with Jordan. One after, and then the recent one with the one that just had his baby.
That's a lot of public.
So these are 6 public like affairs. I'm gonna say affairs because they were like, but these are public. You get what I'm saying? And for you to still want another baby, and I don't know if it's because, you know how I feel, Johnny? I feel like she's doing it because she wants like True to have the same parents and this baby to have the same parents.
Saying she's weighing that in her choices. Like, I want another kid, but I'm not trying to have another kid by another man. And then having, so you're saying she weighed that into her thing. So now we just have 2 kids, the same father, and that's how I'm going to move from here on out. That's what you're saying. So you're saying that's what she weighed that option.
Right. I think that's what she's going with, which I don't mind. But they're not even together. So you bringing a baby into a broken household, a new baby into a broken household where he don't even care about you enough to consider your feelings. Like, yo, he just had a baby. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, Johnny. I personally, as a woman, I wouldn't want to continue any relationship with Tristian.
No.
Like, they have enough money where he can just hit her up and be like, "Yo, I want to see True," and take True to his house. They don't even have to be around each other like that. And she keeps saying this for the sake of her child, but I've seen a lot of people do it where they are not like close, but they co-parent. I feel like she's using it as an excuse to keep him around.
It's possible, but you know, it's just I know everyone probably has like a probably negative view about it just because of the things you read and all the public incidents with that, and she's but you know.
But it's just not what we read. It's stuff that we've seen.
Oh no, I'm saying yeah, that's saying that's saying. What I'm saying is it probably, that announcement probably got a lot of more negative feelings, more like negative backlash and positive, because everyone's saying like probably thinking to themselves like, why would she, or stuff like that. For the most, I think speaking for the masses, I think that's how they were viewing, but can't. That's what she chose to do. Is what she chose to do. You know, it's all speculation.
Right. Unfortunately,
she's happy if she's happy enough. That's speculation from the outside. We wouldn't know. But she made that choice. And
I mean, but she puts.
You know what she was doing when she made the choice, so but you know.
Right. I mean, but she makes little subs and stuff like that, and it's just like nobody feels bad for you. This man cheated on you while you was pregnant. Like nobody feels bad for you, and you know about it, and you continue to like deal with him. I don't feel bad for her. I personally don't.
She'll be alright, but what? So they're expecting a new baby. What at some point this year, right?
I think it's coming up. I think like the TMC says September. That's what they confirmed.
September is really right there. Yo, shit, summer's moving fast. God damn. So
Right, but that's what I'm.
like we just got
It's just
moving fast. But yeah, before you know it.
thank God because I hate summer. But yeah, it's just stupid. It's just so stupid. It's just so I can't stand their relationship. Period. I thought it was fake from the beginning. How she got him was fake, and like now all of a sudden her surrogate's having a boy. Like I just Tiny something fishy about that. I don't know.
You know, conspiracies run wild.
Right.
All that shit is orchestrated and planned and. So, let's slow out away and move on for that topic. We'll talk.
Play it back. I never said he need to get married. I don't think he's made for marriage. I think you can't go from having the outlook of a man is made to be, you know, what was the word? What is it? Not polygamy.
So what's the number of kids he has?
No, polygamy. Is it polygamy?
Polygamy is when you have multiple wives. Polygamy is multiple. Right.
I don't think you can go from I want to be polygamy to now I'm just gonna settle down and be married to one woman. Well, it doesn't make sense.
He wasn't even practicing polygamy because he wasn't married to none of these women. He was just having.
But he was because he was having sex with them and he was building relationships with them, Johnny. He wasn't physically married, but he was. Hold on, he wasn't physically married, but he was in the. Listen, he always referred to the Bible, but when you refer to the Bible, it says while you lay down with someone, you then become married in the eyes of God. So every woman he laid down with, he became married with.
Yeah, so that's if you practice religion. So if you practice religion, that's how it
works.
I would say, but my question would be: so if say he was married this whole time and did this, would you look at him differently than what he's?
No, I look at him the same. He's a disgusting pig.
If he was married and had 9 kids?
Oh, married with one woman.
Yes.
No, because then they'll be forming a household.
But that's my point. That's what I'm saying. Whether you look at it differently, if he took the marriage route and had the same amount of kids he has, but with one woman versus.
Here's the problem. It's too late now. It's too late now to settle down and have 9 kids with one woman. Because you don't have 8 kids with different women. And so now it wouldn't be fair to those 8 children who were outside of the marriage, who are not going to get the attention as well as the 9 kids who are in the marriage. I'm going to say that louder for you to understand.
No, I heard you say that, but that's why I asked the question.
But you looked at it. You looked at the screen like you looked a little confused. I think he's still neglecting the 8 kids outside of the marriage. So I'm still listen. If it was in the marriage and
I don't think so. But
how you don't think? How no. Let's not disagree to agree on this because how you saying you don't agree with that? Do you feel like he can give 9 kids individually their proper time?
I think it's possible, but
you think it's possible?
I think it's possible, but then again, we then goes to the conversation: what is proper time to spend with the kid? Meaning, like, is there like a set bar, or is just time you spend? That's what I mean by that. Is there a set?
Have you
spend this amount of time?
So I'm gonna ask you a question. Have you seen that video with one of his baby mamas, and she's saying like she has to call the secretary and put it on the calendar, and it has to be like a special event, and then he'll show up. You think that's proper time? You think a child don't want their father there while they show him like a dance or something they learn in school? You think they don't want their father there? That's proper time, Johnny. Proper time is.
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying that, but what I meant by that is meaning like I understand what you're saying is like, oh, come going to like a recital, a play, or a special event that your child's gonna want you there for. But what I meant was like, in terms of, is there other than like said things like that, what do you consider proper time spending with the child? Is there a set time, or is just you being there on a consistent basis? That's all me. We sit in a bar, or is this you being there consistent basis? And obviously he's a hardworking man. You see, like
right, but that's the reason he has to be a hardworking man, Johnny, because he got 9 different baby mamas and 9 different kids, and I'm pretty sure these baby mamas are living a lifestyle that are above their means because they have kids by Nick Cannon. So of course he has to stay on the grind. He has to stay. So none of those kids, again, proper time is consistency, but it's being there for the small things as well as the big things. It's understanding that sometimes the child is going to want to come to you. He's going to want to come to you face to face and talk to you. That's the proper time. That's the time every child should get because the child did not ask to be here. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So again, so if he was married with, let's just say, a wife and had 9 kids within that marriage, it would have been easier for him to come home to one house and divot his time with those 9 kids.
Yeah, 7.
But if he has to
put in 2 extra kids on, yeah, 7 kids.
Okay, if even so, it takes. Is that including the one that passed? Because you have to remember that mother's still mourning. So again, what I'm saying to you is, even if it's 7, it's hard to divvy up time with 7 kids who live in 7 different households with 7 different mothers, and they all pulling you there a different way. So what I'm saying to you is, it's 7, and I think he's having another one, isn't he? He has.
It might be. I don't know if that's 7.
But what I'm saying to you is, I just don't think. I mean, listen. If he wants to get married, cool beans. Even though he just did an interview saying that Mariah Carey was like the love of his life, so I don't understand how he's marrying somebody. I just feel like Nick Cannon is looking for something, and I don't know what it is, and it's troublesome when a man is looking for something and he's like dabbling in everything. Because one of these days he's gonna find a woman where he breaks their heart, and it's just not gonna be. It's not gonna be good. Or he breaks these children's hearts, and that's even worse.
But he seems, for the most part, everything seems that it's going wild and whatnot. Everyone probably have different feelings, but outside looking at it, it looks like it's. Well, obviously life happens, so nothing's perfect every day. You have your ups and downs, but for the most part, it looks like he's been handling the type of father the best way he could be. You know,
Right.
but I know that's why I asked. I was like, you know, would it be different if he had set amount of kids when he was married, or you know, situation different? See.
No, Johnny, he would still be a fucking pig.
You know, but we're gonna move on. Speaking of marriage, J-Lo finally get married. She got married. Her Ben Affleck got married.
Why are you saying finally? She's been married 4 times.
Oh, she hasn't. She's been engaged.
She married Mark Anthony. They were a married couple.
Yeah, that's one. I think.
And she married. No, I think if she married someone else.
So that's 2. I think she has a couple of failed engagements and 1 or 2 marriages.
You just can't take J-Lo serious when it comes to marriage.
Let's see. She got married for the
Yeah, it's been 4 marriages.
4th time.
It's not that's what you gonna argue with me. Like, I don't know.
I wasn't arguing. I just was speaking as in, like, you know, I feel like I say, like, you know, people when people here get engaged, people make jokes and like list all the shit. And one of the last times I seen people list the shit, I showed like a couple of like broken down engagements that didn't go through.
She I think in total she's had about, I would say about 6 engagements, 7 engagements.
She was engaged to, she was gonna marry A-Rod. She was, right? Before that shit went in thing, right? Shit, she was gonna marry Ben Affleck back in the day. They was engaged too before, you know, they went separate ways.
Right. I'm not excited for her. This is gonna be another joke. I'm really not excited for her.
Maybe this is the one. She's lived, you know, a long life. You know, she's had her experiences. Maybe this is it. Especially this is one where she went back too. So it was like it failed at first, and they went back up together, and they could live happily ever after.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, she's had more failed relationships than a successful career. I mean, let's be honest, okay?
But yeah, that's what saying, you know.
Her career ain't as interesting as her dating stuff. Listen, that's so sad to say. Because when you think of it, I don't think of J-Lo, the singer, or anything. I think of J-Lo, damn, she been engaged 7 times.
You don't think J-Lo said, you think at least J-Lo the actress.
Hell no.
Oh, nah, we're not gonna do that.
Hell no.
Good movies.
We about to do that.
Oh no, come on, she definitely has.
Except for Enough. Tell me, and don't mention Selena. Selena's a documentary. She just had to portray somebody. That don't count. Name a movie other than Enough.
We'll push that aside. We'll agree to push that aside. You said it don't count. We're not gonna count that, okay?
All right. So give me instead of Enough, give me a movie where you was like, damn, J-Lo killed that part. I'm waiting.
I can say movies I enjoyed that she was in.
No. That's not what I asked you. I asked you. No, listen to me carefully because you know
movies.
What?
Said she's done enough movies, but what I'm saying is there's movies.
I didn't ask if she did enough movies. I said name a movie where J-Lo in your head was like, yo, she killed that shit. But I'ma wait.
When I watch J-Lo movies, that's not how I watch J-Lo movies. Like, oh yeah, she about to kill this role. I watch it, and it's like.
That's not. See, that's not a good answer, Johnny, because that just proves my point. She's not a good actress. Yes, it is. If you can name one movie where J-Lo killed that shit, where you're like, yo, J-Lo.
You subtract 2 movies that's probably where she was best at. Those 2 movies were what she was best at. You subtracted them.
One of them was a fighting movie. She wasn't a good actress. She did not. She did not kill it enough. It was just a good action movie. The storyline was gone. No, she did not fucking kill that shit.
Yes, she did. She killed enough. She did a great job enough. She did a great job with Selena.
She did a great job with Selena, but enough. It was basic. When I think of enough, I just think of her fighting. Like the whole storyline was good, but I don't think her acting was good.
Why not?
Listen, I'm not gonna argue with you because everybody thinks she could dance a little here and there and she got a body that she's a good actress. Man, that shit ain't the truth. And I'm here to tell y'all it ain't the truth. She's not a good actress. She can't sing. She can hold a note. She can't sing.
No. But look, not gonna lie, this obviously there's different roles and different types of movies and roles. It's like roles where it's like the acting, someone's like acting, and it's just like the roles where it's just entertainment purposes. Take it as this movie's gonna win an Oscar type of acting, but this movie still was dope and I was very entertained. Maybe she doesn't have that many Oscar-worthy.
She don't have an Oscar-worthy. She don't have a Grammy-worthy. She don't have no award-worthy. Like, for her acting skills is blah. Listen to me.
You're going crazy now. What?
I'm not going crazy. I swear to God, I'm not going crazy. This is the one time I really mean what I'm saying. This is the one time I swear to you, I mean what I'm saying. I'm not even trying to make this an argument. I really do believe that J-Lo ain't an actress.
Well, she's an actress. And at best, what I was gonna say is, if you don't want to give her actress, but at best you give her a really good entertainer. If you don't want to give her that, you would say, oh, she's a good entertainer.
No, Johnny, she ain't that either.
Oh my Lord.
Hold on. Johnny, she suck. You suck for liking her. She suck.
No.
Yeah, I don't care what anybody say. She suck. She a booty. She booty.
The movie she gives us, it's just right.
Jesus Christ. Listen, I'm not going to argue with you. I don't like them.
We're just going to agree to disagree, but I'm saying for the role she's done, she's had some entertaining movies that you go back and watch and like, oh, that was a good movie. She's still in it. She's still in it. She's still playing a role. Like I said, we're just going to agree to disagree on that. Just going to agree to disagree on that. Well, we're going to transition to some crazy news, some crazy shit that came out of nowhere. But next episode we'll get more into it. But I know it. See them charges.
You frozen, Johnny.
Oh.
Hold on, you frozen.
How about now?
Okay, go ahead.
So back to what I was saying. We moving on and whatnot. This is the last news I think anybody thought they was going to hear. But you seen that shit they said they accusing Ricky Martin of? The domestic violence and then being in a sexual relationship with his nephew.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And that shit just came out of nowhere. That whole shit was that's crazy. Because it legit came out of nowhere.
Did it really?
Well, technically, and did it, like you said, did it really? Obviously, something was brewing, but to the world and the masses, it came out of left field. Like, what the fuck? You wake up like, huh? What? What's going on? You did what? Oh, what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's all legit, but that just sounds crazy. One of the craziest stories, but can't put things past people. You know, it's just like,
You surely can't. That's why you can't trust people with your kids.
But it's all legit. It's all legit. You know what I'm trying to say? Because he has accusations.
You still can't trust people with your kids.
Well, no, I'm agreeing with what you're saying, but I'm just saying like the accusations are still alleged, but it's just some wild allegations. And to be accused of something like that is just crazy. But that's probably like the wildest.
I'm just saying though, because I'm just saying like Ricky, but he was up on some cases before.
Was he?
And yeah, it was, but it was dismissed. I don't know. It wasn't child like.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think nothing on what was, but he just got so what he got accused of, I don't think he faced anything of the likes of that.
No, not a likes of that, but I know he was abusive to his like significant other before.
But well, it did say domestic though. Domestic was part of one of the charges. It was domestic. Was part of one of the charges.
Right.
So.
Right.
But
so I'm pretty sure he's done it.
It's all like stuff. All like that shit. Reading that, I had to double take. I had to make sure like when I was reading it, I was reading it properly.
I was kind of laughing at first because I'm like, Ricky Martin though? And then I'm like, it could be anybody nowadays.
It could. It definitely could, which is sick and sad, but again, it's all alleged. All alleged. But that shit was like, I don't like reading that shit, like I said, I have to really double take like, what are they trying to say? Read it again.
Right.
This is what they're trying to say. Read it again. Oh no, this is some wild shit. Like, what is going on here? Sure.
Right.
Oh, wow. That was some, definitely wild story.
Right. When I read it, I was like, that's so weird. With his nephew, though, I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, like I said, allegedly, but that shit is definitely weird.
Right. It just felt off.
We're gonna step away from that crazy story. We're gonna move on to something much lighter, but for something, it just happens to be positive or negative. Kanye always seems to make headlines or whatnot, positive, negative, but he seems to be facing a lawsuit due to his, him not choosing to perform at Coachella. But, what I'll say is, I guess they have, they probably had something people like prepared and whatnot, but they're showing for the work he hasn't did, but it's, I don't want to say how they part of the lawsuit for him not, if he canceled his shit, he ain't paying nobody did anything. He canceled his set.
He wasn't supposed to be performing anyways, was he?
No, he was supposed to have one at Coachella. He was supposed to have one at Coachella.
But I thought they took him off.
No. He backed out. Like when it got closer to the set date of Coachella, he said he wasn't doing it. It wasn't like he wasn't removed and whatnot. He canceled the performance.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn he got like cut off the list. Because he was supposed to bring Travis Scott, remember? Or was that a different performance?
No, I think it was the same one. I think it would have been the same one.
Oh, okay.
Or they said
Because I remember him.
the company he worked with said they was charged a cancellation fee when he canceled. They was hit with a fee for him canceling. So I can see why they were.
Oh. Because I thought, remember, yeah, see, because I knew it was something with him canceling. Because remember, you said he was going to bring Travis Scott on stage?
Yeah,
and we talked about that.
He was supposed to do Coachella, but he canceled last minute. So, but, how I say,
so Coachella hasn't happened yet?
Now, Coachella took place in April. Coachella took place in April. But I was about to say, like, because he canceled, how you gonna say he ain't paying you? He ain't, shit didn't work out. But they said they were taking a cancellation fee. But I guess when you work with set from, I guess how it works, you pay for people like for rehearsal and stuff like that.
With Coachella, you have to pay?
What you mean to perform there?
Go there?
I don't think so. I think they pay you to.
No. So if I wanted to go to Coachella, I would have to pay, right?
Yeah, you have to pay.
So that's what it could be then, John, because people probably bought tickets just for Kanye and then was canceling their tickets because Kanye wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the Coachella canceled his suit.
So basically, they're saying that he offered them to pay a certain amount, and he just hasn't paid them. That shit probably, that shit will get settled one way or the other.
Right.
How, but most likely it'll get settled one way or the other. But I just feel like, again, so it's something usually in a negative with Kanye on the headline. But speaking of
that, any bad press, good press, any press is the best press.
That's what they said. Bad press, good press, still press. So, but speaking of like shows and festivals and whatnot, a lot of fans felt like the OVO Fest ticket prices was, I would say, in their minds, overpriced because the minimum ticket you could get for OVO Fest was $2,000. That was the least compared OVO Fest tickets.
Yo, when I saw that, I asked Devin like, wow, $2,000 for what?
I offer a lot of stuff, a lot of celebrities, stars.
What he's saying is the list of performers is like, it's like the dopest list. So they're gonna have Nicki, they're gonna have Lil Wayne, they're gonna have Drake, and so because of that, they're gonna have a bunch of other performers. So because of that, it's like that's why it's that much. Like, because separate, these people will probably charge a few $100s.
But so probably because they have a big car. Drake is a big draw. He's probably gonna have other people perform as big draws. It's gonna be probably most likely A-list performers performing that day. So that's probably what made the price.
My question to you, Johnny, is: would you pay $2,000 to go see this concert?
Me?
Like, if you had the money, would you go pay?
No.
Even if you had the money.
I think he's a great artist, but I'm pretty sure his performances got better over the years. But you know what I'm trying to say? I've never heard it or like him like spoke of like that Drake show was fire or something along those lines. That I've heard that over the years from like other people going to different type of other shows. I've never heard anyone like Drake really killed that performance or whatnot. But he is top building gambler. I'm like that can sell the tickets on its own, but then it's also the performance value. It's like you're paying for an artist that's top tier, and you know you're gonna get this type of show when you pay. So I feel like both of those go hand in hand, but I don't know. I would also think, for the fact that certain people complain about it, there's other people thinking like, shit, some people will pay that price because they know when it's an artist you fuck with, it's an artist you fuck with. But all I'm saying probably causes a ruckus because people are probably thinking like, damn.
I still wouldn't pay though, Johnny. That's a lot of money. Like, it better come with like a few drinks, a few shots. It better come with something, because that shit is a lot.
Yeah, I understand.
That's $2,000. That's some people's rent. You get what I'm saying? That is some people's rent. So I don't know. You get what I'm saying, T?
No, I understand what you're saying, but I'm just looking at the card. It says Thursday is the All Canadian North Star, and it says Friday Chris Brown, Little Baby, and then Monday the 1st it's Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Young Money reunion. So that's like the 3 headliners, like 3 main sets.
I hate festivals.
But
and this is what this is gonna.
But look, we was in a pandemic. Technically, kind of still are, but shows somewhat opened up, and everybody's trying to recoup what we lost. But what everyone lost in those years, like no performances, like now fans can be there. So people probably.
I guess, but still, $2,000 just still $2,000 is just crazy.
But it does seem wild.
I personally can't afford it.
I'm saying at the minimum, it does sound crazy. It's like, okay. There's a coming thing. Most likely, you paying that, it's probably going to have access to all 3 shows, I will hope, for all 3 dates, because it's 3 different dates.
Yeah,
I will hope that's not like, oh, shit, pay that. And that's just
yeah, let's hope. Because if not, that shit is crazy, Johnny. 2,000 just for one day. That would be crazy. I'm just saying, that would be crazy. That'd be tough.
You could get general admission or lawn seating shits for you get it for $750. But the better seats.
That's still expensive for that.
Yeah, but the better seats is $1,775 to $2,100. For better place and seating.
That's still expensive. That's still really expensive. But it's not expensive as 2,000, but it's still expensive.
I still think some expensive tickets, but hey, world's open.
I mean, I personally wouldn't. There's not a lot of Lil Wayne songs I want to hear. Drake, yes, but Lil Wayne, no.
But so they're gonna bring this and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, everything's getting back to somewhat to normal for the most part, and everyone's out doing shows, getting their shows off, and getting those shows that everyone missed out on. That another interesting topic we should talk about. How to you, what does NYC smell like? People talk about
it smells exactly like the fucking mayor said. It smells like weed and garbage. But I love the smell of New York.
Yeah, being a New Yorker, trying to say, like I said, but living in New York, it depends on what block you're walking on. Because you can walk on one block and it smells like restaurant food and some like amazing shit. And then you turn, you smell garbage, shit, everything. It's like, what the fuck? They make another turn. You might smell some weed in the air.
I love New York smell. I don't know what it is. If I don't smell New York smell in a while, I'll be like, damn, I miss New York.
But you know what I'm trying to say? That's what I'm saying. I feel like New York has a smell, but then it's just, I feel like it depends on what block you're walking on. Because it can instantly, drastically change. Drastically.
It can. It definitely can, but damn, it's a beautiful smell. Like, I don't understand why people was getting mad the way he said New York smell like pot. I don't smell nothing wrong. This was after Biden said it stinks. Like, and all this negative shit. Like,
All right.
I thought.
All things you can talk about what's going on in New York. You want to talk about how New York smells, right? Not like, you know, like the wild crime rate or anything along that. No, I'm just talking about how New York smells.
Right. How, like, I personally, listen, I love how New York smells. It doesn't bother me. But I don't think people should have took it as bad as, oh, New York, because he said New York smell like pot. I don't see nothing wrong with what he said. I agree with it.
Shit.
I agree with it. I'm sorry.
Kind of smelled like that before it was legalized. You walk down, you smell that shit.
Right.
You know, somebody's smoking that shit, you know. But now it's just like it's more normalized, you can say, in the city. But before,
now it's confirmed.
you know what I'm trying to say? Before you smelled that shit, it's like, oh damn. You look around like, oh, who's smoking? Like, you know. But now it's like it's normalized. It's like, oh, somebody's smoking, just keep it pushing.
Right. So now you confirm. Now you can confirm how it's. Now you can be like, yeah, it does smell like pot because it's legal and shit. That's all I'm saying is I didn't see nothing wrong with what he was saying, Johnny. I didn't take it offensively. I take it like, oh, he's insulting New York, like a lot of people did. I didn't take it like that.
No, but that's why
I agreed with you.
Like, but to these people that felt offended, what does New York smell like to them? What does New York smell like? Right. I'm pretty sure now that weed has been legalized, you definitely gonna smell that more often in the air, more now than ever.
Right.
Normalizing it. Before, you'd be shocked, because it's weird, you'd be shocked. So like, who's bold enough to walking down this block? You might see a cop or two, it's like, oh, somebody's saying that shit. But who was bold to do that? Now it's just regular. People just sit there.
Right.
Don't even gotta be on the move. Just sit there, post up, smoke their shit, and keep pushing after it. Don't gotta be on the low, trying to be secretive. But this shit's legalized, but that's definitely part
yeah.
That's definitely
Yeah, I just didn't see why. By it.
You said what? Say that again?
I just don't see why people was getting offended by it.
Unfortunately, now times we live in times where people get offended by the most littlest things. People just want to make things
Right, because that shit was just like, I guess because he's the mayor, it just didn't sound right him saying it, but I didn't see nothing
I say it's because his positioning is like a regular person could say that, but let it be someone in a position of power. Like, nah, what are you doing? What are you saying? I think you got that. I think you got that down pat. Move on to one of ASO's favorite segments, and we're doing ASO viral moments of the week. Where we pick a couple moments that went viral, positive or negative, and we just give our opinions about what it is. And one of the most viral moments of this past week is Sesame Plate, and it's what would you call the people working as wearing the costumes? They're performers, mascots. What would you call them?
The characters. The characters.
Check the what?
The characters. I mean, that's what we've always called them.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they have a specific title, like the people that dress up as characters. I'm pretty sure.
Johnny, this is ASO. The characters.
Characters, whatever you want to call performers, characters, mascots. But unfortunately, these characters weren't acknowledging, the black children. It was acknowledging everybody else. But when it came to a black child, they just, pushed it. The first video came out. They tried to deny that's not what happened. Then other parents who also witnessed the same thing started putting more videos out, and it's like, oh, okay. So I tried defending the one case, then what about these other cases? Because even in the one video that sparked the whole thing, in the video, what they used to deny, the character still gave someone a high five. Then he waved his hand, but in that same token, you could at least give the kid a high five and kept it pushing. You know what I'm trying to say? Because he gave someone a high five, and I guess somebody else asked for something, and he like waved them off no, and he just kept it pushing. You could at least give black kid a high five or like tapped him on the head as he kept it pushing, because he was literally right there. He just brushed him off, gave a high five, and then kept it pushing. What was your thoughts on this whole situation in Sesame Place?
If it was my child, I would have shot it up. But you know my attitude. I would have confronted the character. Like, I know you saw my two little girls here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
I mean, I would have posted still, but I would have confronted her. Like, I don't know how these parents work, but you literally just passed my child, though. You gave high five to that child. You gave high five to the adult, and then you walked past and said no to my two kids. And then she said, but then she said that the little white girl next to her, after she passed her kids, it was a little white girl next to her. She hugged the little white girl.
It makes it worse. It's just luckily people ain't catch that part on
camera. But it's just crazy to me how there's now 7 videos of the same character doing the same thing. And so now it is Sesame's Place. I want to know what Sesame Place is going to do to correct this. Because now they can't, that bullshit statement they first released is not going to fly with nobody.
Obviously, because again, they try to, it's one of those things. It's easy to defend when it's one video showing one thing. It's like you could try to argue like there's a leeway or the character didn't see the child. It was an accident, If when it's one video, but then when you see other stuff pop up and it shows like a pattern, you gotta change your tune, So that's probably why they thought, there's only one video, we can fight this and argue this or whatnot. Get away with it, but other videos came out and them videos did not look good. So they had to change their tune.
Right.
Oh shit. It's overwhelming now. Like when it's one, you could probably defend your case or argue, whatever you're gonna argue, because it's one video, it's one accusation. You could say it was a miscommunication. You could say you could basically, as the character brushed those 2 girls off, them as a company could brush that whole accusation off the one video. But now there's multiple showing like, they moving foul. That's, that's shit.
Right.
It's like, there, you got us. Then they gotta apologize and say,
I don't want an apology. I want something deeper. I want something more. Not gonna cut it. Those girls don't understand an apology. It has to be something else, Johnny. It can't be an apology. It has to be something deeper than that. It has to be. It has to be. You're not allowed to make kids feel this way, especially young black little girls and boys who already feel kind of disconnected from the world, and then just give an apology to fix it. That shit ain't gonna work. I want more than an apology.
I want them to come back and give them a free day pass, free access.
I don't want a free day pass at your bullshit racist place. Would you want a free day pass at a place that showed racism? No. If somebody was racist to you, would you go back into their restaurant? No.
No, I said that, but it's still other stuff that's that incessant place that still appeals to kids. So as a kid, the parent obviously wouldn't want to go back, but the kid still might want to go back. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? There's still stuff in there that still appeals to the kid. The parent like, fuck that. Because they're older and more understanding, they see the situation for what it is. But a kid being a kid, they probably want to go back. You know? That's the perspective I was speaking from. The kid probably still want to go back.
They would have got this.
Next, we're going to move on to another viral moment. So supposedly, a woman is suing a man for standing her up. So
that's not why she's suing him.
Why she suing him for?
She said, if you watch the video, she said it's perjury.
Say it again, I didn't hear you.
If you watch the video, she's not suing him because he stood her up. She's suing him for the perjury, for lying. And that's why the judge said it's a civil suit, not a criminal suit.
But it's a $10,000 lawsuit.
Right, because he lied.
Lied, stood her up.
So Johnny, when you go out with a girl, don't lie. And don't stand her up. Because you get sued. Which legally you really can't. But okay. If I was a dude and I saw that video, I would want to see her face. I would want to see her face. Just so I can stay away from her. She seems crazy as hell.
But I look at it as like, shit, something could have happened to me. Just got the text and like, yo, I can't make it. Real life shit happens. I'm not saying that's what happened, but something could have happened. And you could have had to cancel last minute and just got to hit up.
Johnny, it doesn't matter. She crazy, Johnny. She crazy. See, and the crazy thing is, we didn't see her face, so we don't know what she looks like. So guys can't even be pre-warned of who she is. You know what I'm saying? She never showed her face. Are you frozen?
That's crazy. So,
are you frozen, Johnny?
Watch out who you ask out. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you ask the person out, you might get stood up. It happens to people. But damn, now, shit, you want to stand up for one person, you might have to come out of pocket and pay. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Definitely, but
all I'm saying is I would have loved again to see her face. It doesn't show her face.
Did it? Which one did?
She had the phone like above here, so all you saw was like her forehead up, but you didn't see her face.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Johnny, I'm telling you, you didn't see her face.
I'm looking at it.
I watched the video like 5 times. You don't see her face. You see her like forehead, her hair.
So I'm gonna send it to you. Oh, man. I'm gonna send it to the ASO chat. There's no her. There's no her right there.
Oh, probably.
probably in the video she didn't show her face, but she had to, you know what I'm saying, she probably had to go when she had to go to court.
But that just came out today, Johnny. When the video first came out, it didn't.
No, this is just the article that's talking about it. That was the one.
Right, but they just showed her face now because before it wasn't showing her face.
Yeah, no, but you should want to see her face. That's what I sent it to you.
Basic.
We're going to go to another viral moment. It started off as a, some to say is like, was a dope moment, but then it got negative backlash. Basically, Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott, I guess they were celebrating Travis' birthday just passed, and they were celebrating his birthday, and they like took a picture with, she had her own private jet, he had his own private jet, and everybody, when that picture came out, was like, oh my God, whatnot. But then when they found out, they just took like a 20-minute flight. People felt like, oh, they're killing the environment. They did this, all that for a little ass flight. They can do what they want. I don't see.
Yeah. Kris Jenner just said that Kris Jenner said she's concerned about how Kylie's frivolously spending money and all this stuff, and how this post shows her how much money she's spending and stuff, and it's concerning and it's alarming. I don't think y'all need 2 airplanes to take a 20-minute trip. I don't think. Listen.
It was a flex. They got money. You know what I'm trying to say? It's something they can afford. It's like it's not gonna put a dent in their finances. That's how I look at it. It's a flex. They could do that because they can afford that. It's not gonna put a dent in their finances.
But Kris Jenner said she's not making what she used to make.
It's probably a difference. I'm pretty sure if it's not what she used to, I'm pretty sure it's still a whole lot.
Yeah, I just don't see it. I just don't see the reason why you need to spend money on 2 planes, two jets.
It's like I said, it's a flash. It's bragging. Look at us. Boom. He got one. I got one.
It doesn't matter. It just looks stupid to me.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying how they probably viewed it when they did it. It's like, yeah, it's like look what we did. You guys own private jet. She got her own private jet. But again, people felt backlash came when people found out like they didn't really fly no way. They did that and took like a small ass flight. And they just started talking about
what I'm saying to you is I see the backlash because that's just spending frivolously, Johnny. Whether you have it to spend, whether you making millions and billions, it doesn't make sense to me for you guys to have 2 jets. Period.
No, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Y'all together, y'all should at least one jet is enough. But again,
right.
It's a flex thing. They got money. They can showboat however they please.
See, but when you flex like that, expect negative comments and negative, people to say things to you because it's just a stupid flex. And when you post that type of shit, expect negativity. Like, your mind should already be a negative place when you post shit like that. You get what I'm saying? And again, now that Kris just came out and said, well, I'm concerned about Kylie and her frivolously spending and all this other stuff, it's going to get even more negative comments.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? But that was a celebratory thing. But again, they might have bad spending habits, but I guess you nip to the butt apple for now. Like I said, what they did, I'm probably dead in their finances right now. It's not, they're making a whole lot of money. They're making a whole lot of money, so yes,
Right. I just don't personally see it, but that's just me. I just don't see it, and I see where the negative comments are coming from. I see why people are thinking like this is a dumbass flex, like it's just stupid to me because it's like, yo, yeah, I only need one to get around, and I'm pretty sure when Travis is traveling, she's most likely home with like kids, and if she's not home, her sister's got jets.
Like I said, it's a whole flex. I'm pretty sure all they need is one jet, and one jet could be good.
Right.
But they got the money for it. Can't knock it. They got the money for it.
Missy Elliott got the money for it too, and she says she don't be investing in those private jets. It's stupid.
Private jets cost a lot of money. It cost a lot of money. So we'll move on to our last topic in the viral moments. Not really viral moment, but I felt it's kind of viral / viral moment. Toys R Us is making its return after poor Jeffrey and Toys R Us went out of business. They're back. Good or a bad thing?
I mean, they're only gonna be in Macy's though, so it's like
it's a small comeback. Does not mean they're not gonna have their own store, but they're gonna be. It's a store within a store.
You know what they should have did? They should have got in touch with Amazon.
Think so?
Like powered by Amazon or
maybe they tried.
Partnership with Amazon.
Maybe they never know. They probably tried.
I don't think they tried. Because they could have done it half Amazon, half Toys R Us store. You know how dope that would have been for Christmas time? To have half like Amazon, half Toys R Us store?
It's just being time.
Think about it.
Toys aren't really in, all electronics, tablets, video games, or something you can hold in your hand and play electronically. When we was young, toys was in, toys aren't as in as they used to be.
Toys are still in, Johnny. Toys are still in.
Toys R Us, when they went out of business, the toys are still in.
Because it's because their prices were expensive, Johnny. And again, it was more convenient to just order online.
Yeah, but it will still be fun, but that's my whole point. Toys R Us whole thing is selling toys. So even if you're buying online, you'll still be funding them. It's just people wasn't buying toys anymore. That's part of
people were still buying toys, Johnny. People were still buying toys.
No, that's why I went out of business, because people wasn't buying toys. People was buying all the electronics.
That's not the truth. I don't know who told you that.
That's what it said. Literally what it said when they ran out of business.
Right, but that's not the reason why they went out of business, Johnny. They were expensive for no reason.
Yeah, nobody was buying.
And it's the convenient. Right, people are still buying toys. They're just not buying it at that price that Toys R Us. When I could go on Amazon, get it for cheaper, and it comes in a day or two. And I don't have to leave my house. It was the convenience of being able to order it online. It wasn't the fact that people wasn't buying toys. It was the convenience of it. Believe me. I was still going to Toys R Us when Dorian was born to buy toys. And that shit was still backed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I'm saying after a while, the tablets and all that stuff like that went on the rise. You know what I'm trying to say?
But they sold tablets at the Toys R Us.
They did.
Again, Johnny, I just think the prices were spiked. I think the convenience of ordering shit from your house and getting things from your house sent to your house was easier than.
But look at this, right? So it says Toys R Us is coming back amid a surge in toy sales during the pandemic. So the sales of toys went up, and now they're back.
And they ain't gonna make shit because their prices are the same as before. People are still gonna go to Amazon, get it cheaper, and get it the convenience of sending to their home. You ain't got kids, Johnny. You don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm good. I'm saying I'm good. I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying, you know. Hey, listen, toys. The interest in toys took a dip at some point. It took a dip, but it looks like toys is back in, and they want to come back. They feel like they could market themselves back now that everyone want to buy toys again.
I want to see them compete with Walmart, Target, and Amazon. Let's see how they do, because they didn't do. Yeah, and they didn't do good when they first competed with them, Johnny.
I got faith in Toys R Us. Let's go Toys R Us.
Right? Keep having faith in Toys R Us.
Let's go Toys R Us.
Because you wasn't shopping at Toys R Us, Johnny. You don't have all the answers. You ain't got all the answers.
Because Toys R Us, I do not have all the answers. But I'm just saying, you know. That's what they was reporting, man. That's what they was reporting. And I seen it, you know, firsthand. Tablets everywhere I went. I've seen kids with tablets and want something they had now.
Right. We'll see when Christmas comes.
I'm pretty sure it'll definitely make great business. It'll be great business for Macy's. Great business.
I dare you in Christmas to buy Carter and Dorian something. Buy one of them from Toys R Us and buy one of them from Amazon. I bet you you're gonna be like, yo, Amazon's better.
Obviously, price range plays a role. People want to shop where it's cheaper for it. So if you get something of value for cheaper, people gonna take that. No doubt.
Johnny, just take the bet. Just take the bet. Johnny says you talking shit and you ain't got kids, so you don't understand the process. I'm gonna lend you 2 kids. One is Dorian, the other one is Carter. You buy one gift from Toys R Us, you buy one gift from Amazon. You tell me which one is better.
I don't understand what's the bet.
What?
You said it's a bet, but I'm saying I don't understand what's the bet. If I buy one from one and one from the other, what's the bet?
The bet is if you prefer Amazon over Toys, because you're talking a lot of shit about Toys R Us. You're excited that it's coming back, that it was making money. Listen, and I'm telling you that it's not gonna come back for long. And you said I have faith in Toys R Us. So since you have faith in Toys R Us, I want you to buy one from Toys R Us, one from Amazon, and see which one is more convenient for parents. Like if you was a parent.
I've Christmas shop for my youngest brother, you know.
That don't count. He's like 13. He's like 13, 14.
But he's 13.
He's like 13, 14. He don't count. He don't want real toys.
Now, but I'm saying then, when they were still around, yes.
Yo, you wasn't buying the toys. Your mother was.
More Christmas gifts. Come on now. More Christmas gifts. Come on now. But what I'm saying, like, after a while, it just, you know, he had a whole bunch of toys, but you know, I see where his attention went to. It was still electronics. Okay. And it was different. Toys R Us is back. Do you think they're gonna be
I already told you.
But that being said, it's a wrap on this brand new episode of the Untitled Chapter podcast. It's your boy John, my co-host Bree, and we are